Hey guys, Scar9 here, and welcome back to my channel today. Before we get into this video, I would like to give you guys a reminder that you still have about 1 week to go vote for my Bungie Day t-shirt design. You can find the link at the very top of the description, and I would really appreciate everyone who takes a couple seconds of their day to go vote for that. Thank you guys so much. I am now back with another 5 things you guys did not know about Destiny. This is going to be episode 6 in the series, so if you have missed any of the other 5, they will all be linked in the description below. But let's go ahead and get into this. So the first thing I'm going to be covering today is actually similar to something that I covered in a previous episode. So in that episode, I explained how the Skyburner's Annex can actually be seen on a Cabal boss. Well, there is actually another exotic within Destiny that can be seen on yet another Cabal boss. However, this is an exotic that is in the database but is not currently in the game, and these are going to be the Titan exotic gauntlets, the Thagamizers. Now, the Thagamizers are one of the 9 exotics that were in the database for a while, but were cut from the Taken King before it launched. However, in the mission, The Enemy of My Enemy, you can see these exotics on a very high-ranking Cabal that gets taken by Oryx. So my guess is that while they were supposed to be in the game, Bungie thought this would be a really cool backstory for that exotic. However, when they were cut, they weren't just going to go back and redesign an entire enemy, so they just left him looking how he did. The next thing that I'm going to be showing you guys is actually a reference to the real world. This reference can be found on the common class item called the Cloak of the Cosmonaut. Now, the description for this cloak reads, Vladimir Komarov helped build and fly Earth's first ships. He gave his life to the frontier. So that's a pretty straightforward description. Now, the fact that you guys probably did not know is that Vladimir Komarov was the first person to ever die on a space mission. He literally did give his life to the frontier of space, so in a future like Destiny where space travel is an everyday thing, Vladimir Komarov would be honored even more than he is in our world today. It is the risk that he took that would have helped lead to the situation that the Guardians are currently in. The third fact for this video actually has to do with the multiple game mechanics that can be utilized in a certain sequence and can actually be very helpful. So this trick actually centers around the exotic hunter gauntlets, the Capri Stings, and the Blade Dance subclass. So while you are within your Blade Dance and have the Capri Stings equipped, anytime you melee someone while invisible, you will actually poison them because the Capri Stings perk will be activated. This can be used in combination with the Showstopper perk to inflict massive damage to a large group of enemies. Furthermore, the Backstab perk will also proc while invisible, making this an extremely deadly combination of game mechanics. So this could actually be something fun that you do. Just put on the Capri Stings and Blade Dancer and watch all the enemies burn to death. For the fourth thing in this video, I'm actually going to be sharing one of my favorite pieces of the Destiny lore with you guys. So everyone knows the Scions. They're pretty hard to miss. While they may be the smallest of the Cabal troops, they still can prove to be extremely lethal. Well, it is a little known fact that the Scions aren't actually part of the Cabal race. This fact is proven to be true in both the Scion and the Taken Scion Grimoire cards. I think that this is a really cool fact as it parallels the Halo series. So the main antagonists for most of the Halo games were called the Covenant, and this was a group of enemies that consisted of different species that were forced to work and fight together, whether it be through slavery or they had like common goals, stuff like that. So it looks like Bungie took an old trick from their own playbook to use within the Cabal, and I think this is really interesting because maybe it could lead to some type of revolution by the Scions in future expansions of Destiny, which would be really awesome if we had to team up with the Scions to help defeat the rest of the Cabal Empire. And the final thing that I wanted to share with you guys in today's video is a game mechanic that is so easily overlooked but is actually right in front of all of our faces from the very first strike in the game. So this has to do with the Spider Walker tanks that we fight in many instances throughout Destiny. Well, did you guys know that if you take out the front right leg, the one that I have drawn an arrow to avoid confusion because that is technically the walker's front left leg, then the spider tank actually stays down for longer. Well, if you shoot and destroy any other leg on the walker, it will stay down for about 10 seconds. However, the specific leg that I have drawn an arrow to will cause it to stay down for around 5 additional seconds. So this is a really weird game mechanic. I'm not sure if it's a glitch or something, but it should definitely be utilized. Just make sure to only destroy this leg when your fire team is completely ready to deal a lot of damage to the spider tank. But that is going to wrap up the 6th episode of 5 things you guys did not know about Destiny. If you learned anything at all, please remember to leave a like rating and share this video with your friends. And if you already knew everything in this video, you can leave a guilty-free dislike rating. Once again, if you do enjoy my t-shirt design, please go take a couple of seconds of your time and vote for that. You can click the annotation on screen to learn even more information about the Rise of Iron expansion. Finally, subscribe for more awesome Destiny content, and I'll see you guys in my next video.